Hey, so today our story is Where the Wild Things Are, and the story and the pictures are by Maurice Sendak. I think I said that correctly. So he is the author and the illustrator. Let's see what this book is about. And I'm pretty sure it's an AR test, so you guys can go take that when you're done, or when we're done here. Remember, listen to it twice. So here's our title page. So just by looking at the pictures, you can kind of tell what it's going to be about, huh? Especially if you hadn't heard it before. Ready? The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. Mischief means trouble. He's getting in trouble. Doing things he has no business doing. And another. So he's chasing the dog with a fork. He's supposed to run with the fork now. His mother called him a wild thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. He doesn't look very happy either. If I had to go to bed without food, I wouldn't be happy either. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. How cool is that? I bet some of us wish right now our rooms could turn into a forest or anywhere else. So I know a lot of us are stuck in the house. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night and the day. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. So he sailed for a really long time so he can get where all the other wild things were, because his mom called him a wild thing, so he turned into a wild thing, huh? And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. It's pretty cool. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into their yellow eyes without blinking once, and they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. So he scared them. Who is that? And made him the king of all wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. Has some interesting looking animals, huh? And there they are. So they are being just as wild as can be. And they are hanging from the trees. And Max is having himself a good old time. And they're having a little wild parade. Okay. Now stop, said Max, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being the king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. So, he was sent to bed without supper, but who do you think brought him his meal? Probably his mom, huh? So she was the one who told him to go to bed without his dinner. So, this is a really good book, guys. Max was a wild thing, and he created his own imaginary world where he was king and he could do whatever he wanted to do. And then at the end, he smelled that good old food. He realized it was time for him to go back home to his mama, and he got to eat up some good food, and then I'm sure he went to bed afterwards. So, great book, guys. It has an award, so you guys take an AR test on this book if you haven't. If you have, maybe draw some pictures of some of the things that you saw in the book, or maybe write about what you would do if you were a wild thing, or if you were the king or the queen of wild things. That would be something really cool to do. If you do a writing, do me a favor. Have mama or daddy take a picture of it and send it to me on Reminder School Status, okay? All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Bye.